Okay guys, solving absolute value equations and inequalities. So in order to solve this, if you'll remember, I said that the answer to an absolute value is the distance a number is from 0. So for example, what number is going to be 4 units from 0? So if you look at a graph, we know that the number 4 is 4 units from 0. So that's going to be one of our answers. Okay. We also know that negative 4 is 4 units from 0. So that's going to be our other answer. So our answers would be x equals 4 and x equals negative 4. So having said that, that's kind of how we set up these problems. So when you set up a problem like this, we get rid of the absolute value. So x could be 4, okay, or x will equal negative 4. So we take whatever that answer is, whatever that distance is, okay, and we set up one equation where it's positive, and we set up another equation where it's negative. Now let's see what that looks like here. So on this one, this time the distance is going to be 10 units. So we're going to set up one equation where it's positive, and then we set up a second equation where it's negative. Okay? And so we want to find out what is x. So back to algebra 1. Remember that when solving, we undo PEMDAS. So PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We're going to undo adding and subtracting first. What you do to one side, you do to the other. And then we undo multiplying and dividing. So here's multiply, so we're going to divide. So x equals 2. So that is one of the solutions. X equals 2. Okay? And then we solve the other equation. Negative 10 minus 4. And the second answer, x equals negative 14/3. And yes, it's okay to leave it improper, but if it bugs you, 3 goes into 14 4 times. So there are your answers. And we could graph those answers on a number line if we wanted to. Okay, so for number 3, same thing applies here. Why don't you set up the two equations, just like we did above, and solve for x on both of them, and then you'll have solved your first absolute value equation. All right, number 4. So similar here, but we're going to set this one up a little bit differently. So 3x minus 4 is going to be less than or equal to 8. And then over here, it's going to be greater than or equal to negative 8. See the positive answer value and the negative answer value, just like we did up here, where we had a positive answer and a negative answer. Now, to solve this one, we're going to solve going both directions. So we're going to undo any adding and subtracting on the inside. So if I add 4, I'm going to add 4 over here. And I'm going to add 4 over here. So it's like solving two inequalities simultaneously. So we have negative 4 less than or equal to 3x less than or equal to 12. Okay? And then we undo the multiplying on the inside. So we're going to divide everything by 3. So we're going to have negative 4/3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. And so that's going to be our solution. Now we could graph that by going, let's put a 0 in here, negative 4/3 is about right here. Since it's an equal sign, we'll use a closed dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Closed dot. And we shade everything in the middle. So all the points from negative 4/3 to 4, all these points, including the 2 points on the ends, they are the solution to that problem. Okay, so let's take a look at number 5. I'm going to set it up similar to the previous one. Okay, so number 5, I've set it up where I took the middle part and set it greater than 16. And then I took the middle part and set it less than negative 16. Okay, so we're going to solve just like before. So we're going to subtract the 6. So we got negative 22 is greater than negative 2x, which is greater than 10. Then, now pay very close attention. Alert, alert, alert. Are you awake? Have I put you asleep yet? All right, here we go. Don't forget that when you divide by a negative number, what happens? Anybody remember? Good, Patrick. Very good. Yes, that's right. The inequalities switch. So we're going to have 11, and the greater than switches to a less than. Then that cancels. The greater than switches to a less than. So now we're going to have to rewrite this. X is going to be greater than 11, or X is going to be less than negative 5. So how do we graph that? Well, let's go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Notice there's no equal sign, so we're going to use an open dot. It's greater than, so all values greater than 11. So we're going to shade to the right. All values greater than 11. Here, all values less than negative 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open dot, because there's no equal part, and all values less than negative 5. So we would shade to the left. Okay, and one for you. That's it. Hope you guys are having a great night. If you have any questions, come prepared to ask them in class tomorrow. See you tomorrow.